Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about our plants and we try to learn the best way to grow them so they grow the way we want them to grow. If you are a planty person, you love plants, you love watching them grow, you like to learn about plants, hit the subscribe button. Let's be plant friends. So, today is going to be about my Hoyas. I was going to do like an apartment plant tour, but I have like over 200 plants and that would be a lot. So I think I'm going to break it up into just different sections, I guess. So today's plants are going to be my Hoya collection, and I don't know, should I bring you up to where it is or should I bring the plants up to you like this? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. So yeah, grab a snack, grab a drink, relax, and enjoy the Hoya show. Alrighty. Okay, so first I will show you my large Hoya like wall that I have going on. We'll start from the bottom and move our way up. This is my Hoya australis. This thing is absolutely a beast, and it grows very easily. Yeah, it's a great plant. It's great. Moving on up is my Hoya linearis. Beautifully trailing and growing. All of these guys I bottom water. And then moving over here, we have, these two are my crimson queens, and they're doing wonderfully. Look at this all white vine. All right. And then over here is my Hoya Wyetii. Always throwing out a bunch of tendrils, and then the leaves eventually catch up. But look how pretty that is, nice and full. All right, moving up is my Hoya Curtsii, nice and full. As you can see, we have a bunch of new growth coming in. So that's always fun and exciting. Moving over, this is one of my Crimson Queens. Look at these beautiful, these are newer leaves. You can see the pink still on them, and they haven't fully hardened off. Look how beautiful these leaves are. Oh, we have some flowers. I'll get to that one. Don't look. This is my other. This is probably my favorite Crimson Queen leaf. Princess leaf. Look at that leaf. That's beautiful. This vine is like really producing some like very pretty variegation. Okay, and then up here is one of my 3 Hoya compactus. As you can see, nice and long. Doing really well. Now this one is also doing very well, and we have flowers. Look at how beautiful. It smells like chocolate. That's how I knew something had bloomed, because I was like smelling like a sweet chocolate smell. And so I was looking around at all my Hoyas, and I'm like, who bloomed? And I turned around and I saw this and I was like, oh, finally! So I've had the queen, the princess, and now the compacta of my larger Hoyas bloom for me. Still waiting on the Wyetii, Curtsii, linearis, and australis, but soon, I hope. Very pretty plant. And we have a bunch of new growth coming in as well. And then this is my third. I think this is the smaller of the 3 that I have, Hoya compactus. And we're growing. We're doing good. We're still just as pretty as the other 2. So I'll take you around the other side so that you could get a full 3D view of what this little hanging plant looks like. Ignore the leaves on the floor. I'm forever having to sweep up dead leaves, but that's okay. So long, so pretty. I might cut this guy like right here to root it if new leaves don't come out soon this spring. And that's kind of how I keep them looking bushy and full. Oh, we got right here. This princess is putting out a brand new vine. Look how pink that is. That is beautiful. Beautiful. All right. On to my smaller Hoyas. All right, we're gonna start over there. I got the step stool so that you guys can get a very nice view of the top shelf. And that's what we're gonna do. Oh, warning, you will see mealybugs because they exist. I cohabitate with them, having a large Hoya collection. If anybody says they don't have pests, I would not believe them. And that's just me, so yeah. Okay, so this is a propagation. This is a Hoya cardiophylla. And there's another propagation in here, and I can't remember what this one is. I can't remember. Oh, sorry. I can't remember what that one is, and it's not doing that great anyway. But the cardiophylla looks good. We got a little burnt here from being too close to light. This is my Hoya Chelsea. Ignore all the watermarks. I'm actually going to do like a series of like cleaning my leaves and doing like maybe Q&A type videos. So if you have any questions for me, put them in the comments below and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. My large macrophylla, putting out a bunch of vines, beautifully sun-stressed. As you can see, the red lines, and like I said, you're gonna, oh, that's just watermarks. I thought that was a mealy, but no. But you will find them. I do keep up with like a water alcohol mixture, and I spray them. See, this is a dead mealy, the carcass of past mealies, and I spray them. I try to spray them every week, but you know, we don't always do that. This is my lacunosa. We have a peduncle, which is activated right there. We have another one right there. This guy's flowers, it has bloomed for me before, and it smells like cinnamon. And I don't know, we have another little baby peduncle right there. Yeah, this guy's always blooming, or always attempting to bloom. This is my Hoya mindorensis, and I got this from Equigenera, and she's doing well. All the aerial roots have dried up because my apartment is dry, but she's rooted. She's doing well. We have a couple of crispy tendrils, but that usually happens with imports. Oh, this is brand new. I thought that was an old, I almost fell. An old tendril, but that's a new tendril just put out. So that's exciting. I don't see any peduncles on this plant yet. Now this guy, what is this? This is either a variegated Kentiana or a variegated Wyattii. This guy is constantly, this is the plant that constantly has mealybugs, and I'm constantly cleaning it. That's like just a dead carcass. Okay, good. But yeah, I'm constantly cleaning this plant. It grows very slow, although this branch right here is brand new, and look at that sun stress. That is beautiful. Even with the dead mealies on it, it is beautiful. Yeah, I do have to go in and I'm going to try a new method with, it's still alcohol and water, but I'm going to use like a little makeup brush from Rachel at my, Heart Shaped Leaves. She uses a makeup brush to get into like the crevices, and I think that's what I got to do with this plant because, yeah. But we have new little leaf right there. This is my Shepherdii. Hoya Shepherdii, also another like mealybug magnet. Very annoying. But yeah, we have focus. 1, 2, 3, 4 peduncles. We have another one right here. That's a large peduncle. I've never got it to actually bloom though. It always like starts. Like this is starting, but they always drop off. They never actually become a flower, so it's fine. And then my Hoya retusa is right here. This one, I don't know. It never looks great. It's always got some type of yellow. Again, it's also like a mealybug like snack. These top 3 are like mealybug's favorite Hoyas, which is why I kind of keep them together. It kind of also just keeps all the mealybugs on these plants and not so much on my other plants, which is a good thing. But yeah, Hoya retusa. Maybe one day it'll get its act together and look good. But yeah. Alright, so this is my Hoya Jennifer. This is like hands down probably my favorite Hoya right now. It's so bushy. It's constantly putting out new growth. It's nice and compact too. And look at the veining. Look at the veining. It's so pretty. Such a pretty plant. Yeah. So pretty. But, okay. Then these are my Hoya caryies. I have the Albo marginata. We got some new leaves coming in right here. The variegated one. We also have some new leaves coming in right there. Right here. And then just my regular splash. And these are the newest leaves. They come in a little funky, not gonna lie. But they come in really slashy. So that's cool. But yeah. We're just waiting for this guy to kind of get its act together. Yeah, I probably have to water this plant more for it to put out nicer looking leaves. I tend to be an underwaterer. All right, let me get down from my step stool and we'll keep on going. All right, so this is my Hoya obovata, and this is a new leaf. Very pretty. She's finally starting to grow. For the longest time, she really didn't do anything, and now we finally have some new leaves, mostly on this side of the plant. Nothing's really happening on this side yet, but we can hope. Yeah, very pretty. Next, this is my Hoya gracilis or memoria. I don't know if there's a difference between them or not, but this is what she looks like. This is a dead tendril. We have, it looks like some new growth right here trying to start. We got a new baby leaf. Got a new little baby leaf right there. How cute. Yep. We have an old an old dried up peduncle. I think it's gonna not be viable anymore. And yeah, moving over. Look at this guy. Hoya panchoi is dead. About time. Oh my goodness. I don't know, I wasn't a fan of this plant, and it never looked good, and it finally bit the dust. So yeah, peace out, panchoi. This is the Hoya castellophila, and I recently cut it and kind of just stuck it back in here to hopefully propagate it. I don't know if this, oh look, nope, this guy's not making it. So these two cuttings that I put in here are probably not going to make it, but we still have this bigger plant. I just tried to fill out the plant, but it obviously wasn't working. So this is why I don't propagate Hoyas in soil, because it doesn't work for me. I should have put it in water, but that's whatever. All right, another plant that I wouldn't be too upset if it just croaked is the Hoya hushkliana. It just doesn't look good, but it's holding on. I water it. It won't let go of that leaf yet. I water it every once in a while, and it's still here. So yeah, if you have any tips, I guess let me know, because don't even let me know. I don't really like this plant. Sorry. The Hoya fitchii, this I purchased from Nicole at My Clean Leaves, and these two are new leaves, and it looks like we're starting to put out a tendril possibly. But look at that veining. That is pretty. So pretty. All right, my Hoya australis lisa. Look at that cute little baby leaf. Very pretty. Very pretty. It also seems to be a very consistent grower. And yeah, I just like it. I can't wait for it to get really big. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when these plants do get really big. We're definitely going to need trellises. Yeah, so the Hoya villosa. This I traded with Nicole at My Clean Leaves. Let's see if I can get the fuzz on here to show. Can you see that fuzz? See how fuzzy this plant is? It is insane. So fuzzy. But we got a new leaf right here. And are we putting out anything else yet? Oh, maybe right down there. It looks like something's going to start. So we should have a new leaf soon. All right. The Hoya zambalis. It reminds me of a smaller version of the Wyetii, and it's doing really good. We have a new tendril. Ooh, focus. Right here. We got this new leaf right here. Very cute. They come in fuzzy, and then they eventually lose their fuzz as they age, but that's okay. Look, pretty. We got another leaf right here coming in new. No peduncles yet on this guy. My Hoya incrustada is taking off. We are all the way out here. And that's brand new from, I guess, just a couple weeks ago, because it was not that prolific before. We got another new tendril coming up right here. Looks like we got the starts. I should probably stop putting my finger at the start of some baby leaves right there and right there. It won't focus, but they're there. No peduncles yet, but very good grower. This is my Hoya pupicalix splash, or snowcap, sorry. And it's splashy. I mean, every pupicalix is splashy. if you give it enough light. We got new growth right here coming in. This is a little baby leaf growing in. Cute. You can see all the like the fresher growth starting to pop off on here. And we have a long, very long tendril that we are definitely going to have to trellis up soon. This we have a dead leaf on. This is my Hoya memoria. It looks a little different than the gracilis that I have. I don't really know. Look at this leaf. This is splash. Like this one's like very splashy. So I don't know. We got some new growth. Trying to start down here. We have all of this. We have a peduncle. This is like a brand new peduncle starting. I have gotten this plant to flower before. I didn't notice a smell, but I have seen it bloom. We have this long tendril back here. Look how dark and deep that is. This is brand new. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, so I keep those separate. I'm not going to pot those two together just because they look different to me. I don't know. Anyway, down here, this is the Hoya pachiclata. This plant doesn't want to be too close to a light. As you can see, like I kind of messed up this this leaf a little bit. That's not mealybugs. That's from the alcohol and water mixture. I promise. it's not mealybugs, but all of this is new growth, which is exciting. That's just like mineral buildup. And yeah, I don't know. Some people say this plant grows really good. Not that great. Not for me anyway. Hoya carnosa freckles. Look at that. We got some new growth right here. This is a new leaf. This is watermarks. And yeah, it's just watermarks and mineral buildup. But look how pretty. I really should clean this one because it's hard to tell like what's splash and what's a watermark. That's just a piece of old leaf. Yeah, so we're growing. We're trying anyway. Doing really well. Right here is my Hoya rotundiflora. We have some new stuff coming in up here, but it's taking its time. This has been a very slow grower for me. Yeah, but it's not dying, so, you know. This plant is my Hoya parasitica spoon-shaped leaves, and I'm going to just take this out, actually, because this is another one I tried to root in soil. Actually, I think maybe that one's rooting. I can't pull that one out, but obviously, it's not rooting. So I'm going to stick this in water, and we're going to see. And I did that because it got, like, really long, and it was pulling itself out of the pot. Yeah, see? And so I cut it up, and I want to stick it back in, but it's not rooting. I can't get my Hoyas to root in soil. So that guy feels rooted. So out of these 3 pieces, 1 rooted. So these guys are going to go in water. Alright, the next is the Hoya bullason, and I actually have this guy on a trellis. And, I mean, he's doing okay. He's definitely putting out tendrils. Can I pull you out without breaking anything? He's already put up here. So he definitely has tendrils. Let me put you down here and try to just take these tendrils and wrap it around again, I guess, right? That's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. It put out, the last new leaf it put out was this big one. Like, ooh, are you gonna stay? Was this big one back here. And I mean, look at that. That was the newest leaf. Beautiful leaf. But then it's just put out tendrils, and I don't see any signs of new leaves yet, so I don't know. And we'll just keep waiting. Get in there. Okay. So we got that better trellis up, kind of. Okay, I'll put you back. Alright, the next one is a smaller Hoya macrophylla, alba marginata or latifolia. And eventually one day I will put this in with the bigger one when I repot it. But this guy's starting to grow. This is all new. Look at that new leaf right there. Look at the dead mealybug carcasses that I haven't cleaned off. Oh, look at this alive mealybug, which is now dead. But yeah, that's what happens when you spray mealybugs with water and you don't wipe them off it ends up looking like splat. The next one I have is Hoya diversifolia. This plant has taken off. Look at this new leaf here. We have this huge tendril right here, going all the way around, coming right back up into here, and giving us a little funky leaf, but that's okay. And also, all the way down here, with all these leaves and this tendril. This one definitely needs a trellis, and I need to stop slacking and get it a trellis. Look at this huge leaf. It's beautiful. This is the Hoya that the leaves kind of like hang downward. It's very cool. Okay, the next Hoya I have is my Hoya Rebecca, and it's finally starting to grow. Look, all those baby leaves, so cute. Look at that, it's finally starting to get sun stressed. That's a beautiful, beautiful plant. We put up a tendril. As you can see, we were losing leaves because I underwatered. And then we got up to here and we put out all of these new leaves. Beautiful. Okay, the next is my Hoya Finlaysonii. And this guy has taken off. This is the newest leaf. And look how long it is. I didn't even know it was this long. Wow, it's bent over, which is weird, but it's long. And then we have this new growth right here. This is a dead tendril that died off. And yeah, it's a beautiful plant. It goes all the way down. We go down to the next shelf right here. I also need to get a trellis for this guy. Look how pretty. It's beautiful. My Hoya melodithii. Look at this guy. Look at that leaf. This is the newest leaf it just put out. It's huge. Freaking huge. So maybe the fertilizer I used a couple weeks ago finally kicked in. I don't know. Oh, ignore my garbage. Sorry. But this is a huge leaf. As you can see, that's the newest one. We have like two little tendrils sticking out and getting ready to go. But yeah. And then my Hoya multiflora. I cut her back, rooted her, and stuck her back in. Everything's rooted. Everything's doing well. As you can see, we have some new growth. I'm waiting for new peduncles because when I cut... oh, I see one. I see one. Right here. Here's a new peduncle. Oh, and another one is right there. Ooh. It won't focus, but it's there. So we will have flowers on the sky again very soon. And the flowers always look really cute. And they're like a white, like shooting star looking flower. This is a Hoya Bertoniae. And we're doing okay. It looks like we got a peduncle right there. This guy also has bloomed for me a couple of times. The blooms are very pretty. We are active bloom. We have a peduncle right here. We have a peduncle right here. We have peduncle right there, right there, right there, and right in here. You see this? This is the biggest peduncle. The closest one to flowering. So if you want to see what the flowers look like, hit me up on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I post the pictures whenever I notice them and can remember. Hoya fungii. This plant has also been an extremely fast growing plant. Sent out this huge tendril, and we are seeing little baby leaves. How cute. That is just a nice dark green leaf with some splash, and you can see a slight venation on it. Also, the newer leaves are so fuzzy. So fuzzy. They eventually like lose some of their fuzz, but they stay relatively fuzzy. Hoya fungii, highly recommend. Hoya manupensis. This guy. Ooh. We lost a little leaf. We have brand new little baby leaves. Look how cute. Look how cute. It's growing very compacted. I wanted to kind of cut it and propagate it to make it like more than just one plant, but it's been growing very compact, which is great. So I just have to wait for that to get a little bit bigger. The Hoya diptera. Now this plant was a success, soil propagation success. It was literally just like a stick with a note on it, and I popped it on top of the soil, and it rooted, and now we have 3 leaves, and it's doing well. It's hit or miss for me with the soil, so that's why I kind of prefer the water. Water, I have more success with propagating. Okay, another wild plant is the Hoya fufuensis. That's how you spell it. It's a fufu. Fuwa. And this one is very pretty. It's like cardboardy. It grows very well. As you can see, we have this tendril coming up. We got new leaves coming out. And it's going all the way up into the next shelf. All the way up into this other top shelf, all the way up there. So we have that. It's doing really well. It's a very pretty plant, very easy plant. I would highly recommend this plant. This is kind of like an easier knockoff version of the Caudata. If you struggle with keeping that plant alive like I do, or just obtaining that plant because it's not easy to get, I would recommend getting this guy. It's relatively similar. It's got the same look, kind of. The edges aren't as ruffly as the Caudata, but that's okay. We're just going to move down now and over. This is my Hoya decii, doing very well. I thought I was going to kill this plant, but I haven't, so yay me. Doing good. The Hoya pattii, which apparently there is no plant called Hoya pattii, so I don't actually know what this plant is, but it's growing. It looks cute. You know, that's all I got to say, because I don't know anything about it. The Hoya Joy has shot up a huge tendril. Oh, is that a peduncle? Is that a peduncle? That's a peduncle, guys. Oh, if we get some flowers on the Joy, that would be great. But this is another one that has sent up a tendril all the way up the back. All the way up. All the way up. Oh, where did it stop? It stopped right there. So hopefully it puts out some new leaves, or at least that peduncle doesn't blast off. That would be amazing. This is my Hoya obscura, which has quite a bit of melees, actually. Yeah, we're going to have to do that cleaning sooner than later. Anyway, Hoya obscura, we're finally starting to get some sun stress on these leaves. Very pretty, very pretty. No peduncles that I'm seeing, but also it is a very pretty plant, even without the sun stress. Like the venation on that's very pretty. Okay, ooh. All right, where was I? My phone was overheating, so I threw it in the freezer real quick. So this is my Hoya nummularides. Doing well, doing well. We have some new growth right here coming in. Are you going to focus? This plant took a very long time to like really do anything. Focus. Please, please. Not on that leaf, on this. There we go. So that's what the new leaf looks like. It's a nice fuzzy Hoya. It's cute. I did also try to propagate these guys in the soil, and I think they're taking. I can't pull them out that easy, so hopefully those don't rot. But yeah, nummularides finally starting to grow. I don't see any peduncles yet. I've had all these plants for over 2 years, I think, at this point. This is the Hoya australis. It's a different type of australis. I don't know. I got it from Thailand. It doesn't look like my other larger australis. It's not a Lisa, so it's just a different variety of australis that I'm not aware of. And if you know, let me know. It's cute. Hoya crinkle. It's just called the crinkle. This one looks like a Chelsea. Some of them look like crinkle 8s. It's okay. It's put out these new leaves up here, but it's taking its time. It's a slower growing Hoya in my care. Oh, we do have some new leaves right there, though. How cute. Let's get close. Very cute. All right. The next one is my Hoya sunrise. Now, you guys know that I struggle with this plant, but we finally have some new leaves. And we have this whole new stem also. Like, I really have to try to keep up with the watering on this. I think what happens is it shoots out new growth, and then I underwater it, and then it dies. So, yeah. This is my Hoya, viola. Doing really well. Look at that leaf. That's beautiful. We have a nice long tendril right here. We have this guy. Some new leaves here, some new leaves here, all the way up. The viola is also a very fast grower. Highly recommend. Beautiful venation. Overall, great plant. Next is my Hoya bentitoani. And it's doing really well. It's another one that kind of like hangs its leaves. It's got a nice, thick, medium green leaf. And it's doing really, really well. It's put out a lot of new leaves down at the bottom. You see that guy? How cute. So he's really bushing out as opposed to tendriling out, but we'll see. The next one is my original Hoya pupa-calyx that I grew from like 4 cuttings. It was like when I first got into Hoya, so this is like 3 years of growth. And we got a bunch of growth coming out. We tendril all the way down here. As you can see, like we have some sunburn. I think this guy needs a trellis because we've had this long tendril for a while and we haven't really done anything with it. So I need to put this on a tendril sooner than later. But it's still good. It's still growing. It's cute. It's still cute. Now, this Hoya, I swear, I just swear. Hoya Papashiwani. First off, it's putting out, it looks like a new little growth point at the base. It has dropped all of its leaves finally. And it's still holding on to these top leaves. And now it's growing more leaves. I don't, this is the plant that like refuses to die. Yeah, it just keeps, it's the comeback kid. Which is, you know, it's nice, but I don't like this Hoya. And if it goes, it goes. It frees up a pot. I mean, but it keeps coming back. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, now going down here, we have the Hoya cardiophylla. This is the like mother plant of the propagation that I have going on. The leaves always are a little like lighter green, but we got new growth right here. I think they get like a little bit, they don't like too much sun. It's kind of coming out a little funky, but that's okay. It's nice and bushy. We got a new tendril coming up here and over there. No peduncles yet, but that's okay. And moving over, as you can see, like things are starting to hang down and get crazy. I really need to trellis my Hoyas. We have the Hoya Croniana, Eskimo, and just the regular Croniana. I potted them up together because I wanted to, and so that's what I did. As you can see, like the Eskimo or the splashy one is kind of like taking off there. It's so much. There's so much of this plant. I should probably try to propagate it, but I just really like it nice and long and bushy. And then this is the regular Croniana side. I don't see any peduncles yet. I would really like to get this guy to flower, but no peduncles yet. I don't know if I should put this guy in a trellis or keep him as a trailing plant. Will I get peduncles if I put him on a trellis? I don't know. Alright, the next plant is the Hoya Griffithii. And this is also a very prolific grower. As you can see, we shot up a tendril all the way up here. And we have some new leaves growing right there. How cute. But this guy's also like a very good grower. He bushes out at first, and then he sends out a tendril, and then fills up the tendril. From my observations, although these leaves came in like backwards, I don't know what's going on with that, but I guess maybe that's just the way the light was when those leaves hardened off. But another very good, like nice medium green plant. Slight venation. And then this guy is my Hoya Morellii. Okay, we gotta move some of these other leaves. They're getting in the way. Hoya Morellii. Another good bushing plant. We got like this weird little light up here. As you can see, it does sun stress. So this is a good sun stressed leaf. Look how pretty that is. Look how beautiful that is. I should rotate it so that more of these leaves become sun stressed, but we have a nice long tendril right here. And yeah, I am actually going to just turn it around to try to get some of the sun stress on these larger leaves. And so that I can see this sun stressed leaf more. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. Alright, and the last Hoyas I'm going to show you are my Hoya, a small Crimson Queen / Acuta, maybe. I don't know. It just looks like a queen to me. The Acutas look like, not queens, princesses. They look like princesses to me, so who knows. But we got this guy. This guy's okay. He grows, you know. I will say the stems are not as pink as my other princess, so maybe it is an Acuta. I don't know. As you can see, we have a part of it that has reverted. Can the Acutas revert? Nobody knows. And then we have just the regular Carnosa, which is also on a trellis, and it's doing well. As you can see, I think it's starting to try to make a peduncle or maybe the peduncle just blasted. That would be my luck, the peduncle blasted. But, so at least it's trying. And then this is another princess kind of plant. I don't know. It's mostly, down here is mostly reverted. But it's cute. This one's sun stressed like crazy. I didn't know these guys could sun stress, but they have. So if this isn't a princess, let me know. That's kind of like the bad thing about when you order Hoyas or any plants from imports. Sometimes they're mislabeled or there's something else, and you're not going to know. And the last plant I'm going to show you is my Hoya danumensis. And this is another plant that I'm not a fan of. This was the latest leaf. Gave me probably a year ago, and as you can see, it doesn't look good, but it hasn't dropped it, and it hasn't really done anything since. So, oh, maybe I'm lying. Hold on. Am I lying? It put out this tendril. Okay, that's new. That's a new tendril. I don't know when that was put out, but it doesn't have any leaves, so at least it's trying, I guess. So, yeah. All right, guys, so these, let me stand up and back up. Hold on. All right, guys, so these are the Hoyas that I have in my collection. Like I said, if you're going to have Hoyas, you're probably going to have mealybugs. Just treat them when you see them. They don't really, like, kill the plant. I'm not sure about root mealies. Root mealies probably would do more damage than just regular mealybugs, but I don't have any of those as far as I know. And, yeah, let me know which one is your favorite, which are you looking for, and any tips and tricks for the Hoyas that are stunted in their growth. And then a quick pan over to my wall of Hoyas. I love these guys. I can't wait to get all of these smaller Hoyas the same size as my bigger Hoyas. I don't know where I'd put them, but, you know, future Kelly issues. Alrighty, guys, until next time, relax, plant, and peace out.